we'd have a huge amount of solicitors and accountants, people that would have invested a huge amount of time training, learning, getting their achievements done in their 20s. And they're the types of careers where there's a very defined career path, unlike most careers. And people feel under pressure that in order to, get on that ladder, they need to do 12-hour days, they need to work 7 days a week. You've got the classic month end is coming up. There's always going to be a month end for accountants. So we find it really challenging when we're dealing with those people, and we can see that they're prioritising their career and they're far too career focused.
And some people won't even take 5 minutes out of their day to actually discuss how something works or what website they should join or anything, because they say, I couldn't possibly do that, I'm working, I'm too busy. And guys as well, not even about education, guys who may have started businesses themselves and are entrepreneurs and very successful, very emotionally intelligent, but they work themselves to the bone, like 18 hours a day, and I'd meet a lot of them, and they're saying, well, what's the point in not working so hard if I haven't met anyone yet? But they don't realize that they're working so hard, they're never going to give themselves a chance to meet anyone. So it's a slippery slope to actually just find the time to make sure that you're balancing.
They want to build the business, they want to get to X position in their job, and at that point they see it as, at that point then I'll start my life and everything else will kind of fall into place, but it won't.
It has to coincide, it has to be at the same time. It really does.
Like specifically unfortunately women, there's a biological clock and all that kind of thing, and then there's an awful lot of these women are saying, in order to compete in the world with, the guys that are my equivalents, I must work harder, I must be fiercer, I must focus more on my career, or else I'm not going to
Because if I have a child at 35, I'm kind of, my career might be finished and I'm at home then, whereas the husband can go into work and continue.
We have a lot of doctors actually, and not a lot of female doctors are afraid to start a family because they feel that they'll be discriminated against, and their career will ultimately suffer. But we'd always kind of say, look, are you going to regret on your deathbed that you didn't work harder? No, you're not. You're going to be thinking about the family that you have around you.
Yeah.
So it's really important, even if you are really career focused, there's room in your life for other things. You have to eat every night. Why not coincide eating your evening meal with having a date? It takes 2 hours. Go online, you can meet somebody in 5 minutes. It's one of the best tools that you have available to you. You don't have to go out every Friday and Saturday night. You can sit at home on your couch at 11 o'clock when you get home from your job and meet somebody.
Yeah, no one's that busy. You can manage your time. If you're that good at your job, you should be able to manage your time.
But it's just important to prioritise meeting somebody. They can bring an awful lot to your life, and work is never going to be loyal to you in the end. It's all about family.